then, inmates can't work in there now, but back then they let them work in there. They got grinders and shit. They make swords, fucking swords and shit. They'll come out, have it wrapped up in a blanket or something, and we know what it is, man. And they'll pass it off to it. It's like every one of them got fucking. We ain't got shit, toothbrushes, shit like that for a weapon. You know, you better have fighting skills. You know, incredible. And when them white boys get drunk, everybody say, man, that homebrew's on the yard. Niggas will start staying in their cell. I ain't coming out to the yard.
Because when they get drunk, they get violent.
When they get drunk, they go find a black person to jump on, right? And then when they get horny, the same thing. You know, they'll walk the loop, about 8 of them, and then one of them will say, hey, Jay! What, bro? Boy, I sure like to get some of that black booty today. Ooh, I'm gonna get me some black ass today. Stick his white cock in some black ass. And say it loud, right? And niggas will look at each other like this, so when they walk past, niggas will get up, and all of them will go down, wait on a 12, 15 let in, right? And then the guard will sense what's going on, and the guard tell him, he'll get on the bullhorn. Hey, you inmates down there at the door, need to get away from the door down there. Ain't gonna be no 12, 15 let in. They be like, oh shit. So they gotta come back up, right? So we come in white boys.
So they didn't already demonstrate they scared at that point.
They already He said, I already got me one. I'm setting up on the pavilion. I'm looking down at it like that. I'm setting up about like this. They already see me fight. They know what I'm gonna do, right? I don't know these niggas, man. And I'm a child. These are grown motherfucking men. The one in the black one. He got up, white boy ran, walked straight up on him. Pop, pop, pop. And he done like that, all that shit. And threw him down on the grass like that. And was talking to him, saying something. So he stood up, he dug his hand up in his ass. He said, I got me a fine black booty right here. And took him on down toward, the gym where they gonna fuck him. And then that one named Tony, man, he's got a new bird, right? Had an afro and shit, kind of tall, like, play basketball. White dude walked up on him. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but he was saying something. So Tony, I seen him duck his head like that. Dude grabbed him by the afro, hit him. Pow, pow, pow. Tony swung back. Pow, 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 pow. Then he stopped swinging. And then the dude was swung his head like that on the ground, with the hair. Like that. And then got up off of him. And then a guard walked down there, came around up to him, said something like that. He was saying, y'all fighting or what? And he said, no. And the guard already know. He walked off. And then dude said, told his friend gave him a bag. He put his hand in the bag like he had a knife or something. Tony got up. Dude reached around and grabbed and squeezed his ass and shit. He didn't do nothing. Then he took his hand, made his hand touch him in front of the dudes, in front of everybody. So, got about 6 of them, right? And these niggas know I said they looking at me like, look up at me. I'm sitting up on a picnic bench. I'm looking down like this. What you looking at me for? I'm a child. You a grown ass man. You niggas don't help me. I done fought my way through a lot of shit already, right? Cause you scary motherfuckers in here. So I said, nah, it ain't got nothing to do with me. And so it was about 3 left, and then here come about 7 more grouped up with them. Yeah, they drunk and shit too. So I said, let's get this shit over with. I'm strapped anyway, right? So I I said, oh shit. I said, there's one sitting up on a picnic bench and he's young. He's a little teenager.
Talking about yourself?
Yeah. I'm looking down at them like that. I said, oh, ooh, he got a big ass and everything. I bet somebody go up and just take him. And stared at him like that. And they like, please Johnson. I said, yeah, I'm up here for the taking. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with you crazy motherfucker. I said, I don't see why not. I said, look at me, I'm young and shit. You know, I'm easy. That's just bullshit. You know, we gonna get some more. We ain't nobody fucking with you. I was like, shoot. And then motherfuckers start saying, this motherfucker's getting a pass, man. You know, he gonna stab a couple motherfuckers, but can he really fight? You know, and I see motherfuckers, man, these motherfuckers exercise all day, all that old shit. I know they got thunder in them, right? You know, nigga, they'll take me out in no time. They don't know this. They going, I say, man, I gotta keep his fur out there. And so when I walk around any of them, I say, what's up, motherfucker? Oh. Go and say, see a lady right there? I said, yeah, I see the bitch. He said, come on. You going to the hall, pop. Come on, bitch. Ooh, ooh. And I said, you're a nigga down throw, you know, shit like that. And the girl is like, hold up, man. He's making us look bad now, right? He's a goddamn child, but we got to get with him. So all this shit happened. And then by the time I did start getting tried and tested, I was already grouped up. You know, my hands was done. I knew how to fight, you know, and let's do this shit. And I was winning. And when I think about my wins, they didn't come from nobody weak. I was fighting motherfuckers that had names and reputations and shit. Donnie KLT, they call him Jawbreaker, man. That motherfucker will break shit when he fight. Nigga, when he fights, something is broken. And he hits that hard, right? Motherfucker hits hard. He hits you right there, he's breaking it. All that shit. He broke a motherfucker arm, hit him in the arm and broke his arm. All that nigga hits hard. Just like I told you, Raymond Stevenson smacked me and peeled the skin off his fucking hand. Yeah. That's how rough his hands is. But I had to fight these motherfuckers, right? And I ended up winning. Lucky shit. Just like me and Big Money, 300-something pounds, bro. Motherfuckers go down there at the weight pile, him and dude, man. They said, what you gonna do, Lou? This ain't gonna work out, you know? You know, he laughs a lot, right? What's up, Fleece? I said, what's up, Lou? I said, what you got up there? He said, oh, I'm just 500 and something. I said, 500? Well, we get up on, they said, you got it, Lou? You got it. Go, baby, go. I'm gonna try this shit again. Come, Lou. Go, nigga. And he put it up there, all that shit, right? Niggas cock strong, but he loves sissies. You know, and he had all them, he had money on the yard. Everybody come to him and shit. And so he competing with me. So he's like this. He said, hey, police, let me talk to you. I said, what's up, Lou? He said, every time I get a boy, you beat him up, I run him off the yard. And he said, I don't know why, Felice. You know, you got something against me or what, you know. You act like you jealous of any boy that I get. He said, and this new one I got, he said, you've been fucking with him. And he's thinking about checking out the yard. I'm going to tell you right now, Felice, Leave my boy alone. That's my baby. I said, fuck him. And nigga said, pop! I ain't even see it coming. That nigga hit me. I talking about, man, I didn't fall or nothing. I'm talking about I felt it. Boom! You know, I withstood the punch, right? So, motherfucker said, hold up, man. Guard tower was right there. They said, man, the guard think he saw something. He said, yeah, you too. You too. Are y'all fighting? I said, man, if I was fighting, you think I'd just be standing there? He said, you right, Fleece. He said, now y'all stop that horse playing. And shit, this nigga done stole me in front of everybody. So all these Louisville niggas, they mad because he's from Lexington, right? And they like coming to me, hey, Fleece. I said, hey, man, what? Hey, you know, that nigga from Lexington, man, we ready to roll, man, ride and all that, move against Lexington. I said, look, I ain't asked for your help. Don't want none of your help. Stay out of my business. You can't let that, man, get out of my face, nigga. You can't let that know for the city, nigga, and all that shit. I was gonna let it roll, for real. You know, so somebody came to me, a sissy, said, hey, Fleece. I said, hey, baby, what's up? Said, that bitch JJ gave him a knife. I said, gave who a knife? Said, gave Boo a knife. I said, me and JJ's supposed to be cool, right? You gonna give him up a knife, you know, to kill me? Okay. I said, that nigga done got paranoid and he think if police ain't fighting, police is gonna get strapped and police will come in. So that's probably what he got a knife. I said, let me go and take this nigga out. So I went down by the weight pile, took a t-shirt off, took a 10-pound weight, 2 of them, put it on and tied it, right? Nice. So they say he's over by the canteen, so I walk over, right? He turned around and looked at me, had my hand behind my back. He said, what's up, police? I said, this is what's up, nigga. And I forgot the t-shirt got a hole in it, and the shit popped out and hit the ground. Now I'm standing up with a fucking empty t-shirt, facing a goddamn bird, right? And he sat down like a bird, nigga, whole body rock, right? You know, he 3 something, give me a rush, right? And I went down to grab the waist, and then he turned and went the other way and ducked because I threw him. He missed him, hit the fence, bounced over, went down on the canteen, and bounced and hit Anthony Newell, that nigga with the hands, you know. And but the guard locked me up in him. And we went to the hole. So we told him in the hole it's over with and all that. So when they let us out, Billy Gully was down up at the gym sitting up on the rail. And I walked down there. I just came out of the property. I didn't even get my stuff out of the property because I'm thinking I'm going to go back anyway because we going to fight. So I walked around. I said, what's up, Billy Gunn? He said, hey, police. He said, you all right? I said, yeah. He said, what's going to happen? I said, nigga, he said, man, don't let him walk up on you and all this shit. I said, I ain't, man. I said, I was wrong for real. I said, if we want to fight, we'll fight. If not, you know, I'm cool with that. You know, he got one in on me. So, he said, here he come now. So here he come. Big motherfucker. Come down the steps. Say, Fleece. I said, what? We need to talk. I said, ain't nothing we need to talk about. He said, well, I'm paranoid. I said, it's your problem. He said, well, we're going to have to do something, Fleece. Talk or fight. I said, let's fight. And nigga came at me hard. I talk about they coming hard, rushing, like a linebacker. And niggas throwing them hard, man, but I had so much speed. When he cocked it back, I done hit him like 3 times and stepped out of the way of the punch, right? Then one time he kind of nicked me right there, and I felt it. I said, damn, I felt like a motherfucker, hot arm went over, like he took skin off. I said, it really hit me powerful. That was me, probably. So I'm backing up. I'm thought, bam. I said, hit him with that, that right kept getting in, like just kept on getting in. And then he switched and I went to the left, right? But I'm tired. I'm backing up, jumping from side to side, throwing punches and shit like that. He's still rushing. He feels that sooner or later I'm gonna either grab him. If he grabs me, he got more strength. He can take me straight to the ground. Once he's on the ground, I can just beat him to death from her. And I'm getting ready to give up. That's how I'm breathing. Then son just went through and said, fuck this shit. Instead of backing up like he thought I was gonna back up, I went straight to it and to him with a punch coming at him. Caught him right there. He backed up like that and he hit the ground, sat on his ass on everything, and he did this. Oh, God, God,
Laughing.
Then all them Lexington niggas were running down there because somebody said they fighting down there for Fleece. So here come Louisville and Lexington niggas want him. Get out of my business. So they said, you all right, dude? He said, yeah, I'm all right. He's a good lick for Fleece. Gave me a hug, right?
Why you let him hug you?
Man, I was so tired, man. I was getting ready to give up anyway, right? My chest is burning. And like it, and I like her. And then all the niggas from North and then police knocked that nigga out and all that. They added shit to him, knocked him out, man. Nigga, I knew you was gonna get him, nigga. I knew you was gonna get him, all that shit. I said, yeah, nigga, little slugger, nigga. All that shit. You gotta front and put all that shit in man, and nigga hit my ass. If it wasn't for me, it was luck. I knew it was luck. But here's what I credited him for. When I fought that big fight in the hole, and them white boys try to gang me, I'm fighting 5 people. They got weapons, bro. He jumped in it.
Mm.
And then the Lexington dudes jumped in with him. And they said, no, let Felice and him just fight. Ain't gonna be no game. Get him, Felice. Get him. Get that hoochie, man. All that shit, right? And then they was white boys hollering, knock that nigga out. I said, yeah. Okay. Who said that nigga word? I'm holding dude's wrist. He got 2 knives strapped to his thing like it. Them girls is shooting shit down the hall, gas, all this shit. They said, come on, Felice. Well, soon I released his hand. I bumped his head at the same time. Right, bumped him and came up with that motherfucker hard. Bam! He hit the ground. I said, bam! His head hit the wall. You can make that, that big bump in his arm. And he laying down on the ground now. They said, kill him, Felice. Kill him, hunky. And I could have just took the knives that he had taped around him and just used it to cut his own throat. But I'm so tired. You bitch. And spit on it. And went on to my cell, man. Heart burning and shit. They said, Felice, whoop that hoochie, man. Got that hunky. And all that shit. So now, the ones that try to game me, I want them. Motherfucker, you pull a weapon on me, and I was getting them one by one. Yeah, I'm gonna get you, hoochie. I'm gonna get you. Well, I tell you what, nigger, Yeah, okay, well, come out of your cell tomorrow and rap. You know, be that tough man. Come out of your cell. Just me and you. He didn't do it. So and ladies work the cage that opens the doors. I go up, I say, "Hey, Kathy," she talk like a man, real hoarse. Say, "Hi, face." I said, "How you doing?" I said, "You look good." She said, "What can I do for you?" I said, "Look, this motherfucker running his mouth and shit." She said, "Yeah, I heard about it." She said, "You want to fight him?" I said, "Yeah." She opened it. She said, "His door's open." I said, "Thank you." He stuck his head out. I said, "Now, come on out, you cell, whore. Come on, man." I'm running down. So I went in his cell, you know, break him out of the cell.
You went in his cell.
Yeah, pull him out. So the whole walk can see it, right? And whooped his ass, right? And we used to get mad. They let you do shit to them ladies like you. And then like Michael Knight, and Lisa got them together. Then I got Sergeant Vincent and what's her name? She was a bad white motherfucker, built like a black girl, too, boy. And the white sergeant, he'll walk by. He was real strict, like one of them gun smoke motherfucker, tall and built like a cowboy built motherfuckers fight you all day. Them type. How you doing, Fleece? As I'm doing, I say sitting there talking to the cage lady, you need to be working, doing your job. He said, "That's why I brought you out here for to work now. Come on now. She got the things to do." I said, "I'll talk later." She said, "Okay." So I go back to work and all that. So I said, "This is how I'm going to do him." I said, "You know what, man?" He said, "What, Johnson?" Cross his leg over the table. I said, you going to be thankful that you brought me out here." He said, "Why is that?" I said, "Because I'm going to get you hooked up." I told him about a girl, and he said, "I ain't got time for all that, you know." I said, "He likes you." He told me that you got somebody. She said, "I don't." And what would make him? I said, "I don't know what would make him." That shit went back and forth. Next thing you know, they talking. I said, about time y'all start talking. Cause really deep inside, you want her. She wants you, and it's gonna happen. I said, so, I said, in my city, you know, me and the girl talk, man, we're gonna do it over dinner, restaurant somewhere. If you a man, you would bring that to her. I said, "Would you go out with him?" She said, "Sure." I said, "Let me go." He said, "Johnson, you done with your work?" I said, "I've been give me about another hour." I'm out there having fun. Next thing you know, they get married. And they tattooed the ring around their finger.
Mm-hmm.
They got it tattooed around. It's dope. But anyway, you ready?